America's Director of National Intelligence, DNI Blair, is stepping down. Some say Blair is being forced out, that he's taking the fall for a couple of near misses in national security. The failed Christmas Day bombing of a Detroit-bound jet and the plot to detonate a bomb in Times Square less than 3 weeks ago. Missouri Senator Kit Bond believes Blair is getting a raw deal here. He is the vice chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, a Republican, and joins us now from the Capitol's Russell Rotunda. Why do you think it's a raw deal, Senator?
I think Admiral Blair deserves the thanks of a grateful nation. He has been pushed aside by the Attorney General, who is running too much of the intelligence, yet he is still held responsible for all of the blame on the intelligence community. We pointed out a lot of things that went wrong. DNI Blair does not deserve to be fired over those. I think he's being made a scapegoat. And the real problem is the Department of Justice under General Holder is running too much of the intelligence activities.
Because of the Attorney General's investigation into the failed Christmas Day bombing, the same thing with the Times Square bombing attempt?
Even before that, when the President took away the ability of the CIA to interrogate detainees, then they put that in charge of the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice did start treating the Christmas Day and the Times Square attempted bombers as criminal suspects. We tried that in the 90s. It didn't work. We didn't get the vital intelligence we might have had to avoid 9/11. And right now, the Attorney General and the Department of Justice seem to be running the interrogation of the very important terror suspects that we captured who could keep our country safe.
Well, as you well know, the job was created, Director of National Intelligence was created so that these disparate intelligence agencies, the National Security Administration, the Central Intelligence Agency, would get together and talk to each other about some of the threats that we face. That report just out from Congress indicated that that wasn't done in the Christmas Day bombing attempt and in the Faisal Shahzad Times Square bombing attempt.
Well, we haven't finished. We haven't done a complete report on the Shahzad case. There's still, I think, a number of loose ends that need to be tied up. But there were various elements, both of the intelligence community and the Department of State, that did not share information they should. The Department of Homeland Security didn't get the information they need. But clearly, the DNI did not have the statutory authority he needs. The intelligence community is talking together much better than they did before. We still don't have it where we should be. And when there was a turf battle between the CIA and the DNI, the White House weighed in on behalf of the CIA, giving it a higher status than the Director of National Intelligence.
So you think, in short, the DNI, DNI Blair, Admiral Blair, is being made a fall guy here?
Unfortunately, that's it.
Kit Bond, Senator from Missouri.
Thank you.
Senator, thank you.
Well, fear